Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of Jafo Plays. We are playing a new to us game, the Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition, and we are gonna see what's up. We have already kind of picked our characters. I am playing Preston Fairmont, the Millionaire, and
I'm playing Agatha Crane, the parapsychologist.
alright, so this game, if you guys are unfamiliar with it, it uses a computer app to play with us. So it's going to kind of give us a board to play on. We do have, cute little figures to play with. And but it will give us actual map tiles to build and play. We'll build the map as we go, as it requires. And that's what we got there. So all that you see right now, if you see the computer in the background, is we currently have we've picked our starting characters, and then we've picked or told it to shuffle up and deal us some gear. So it looks like we're getting a 2x4, some candles, holy water, magnifying glass, and feed the mind. We've picked our scenario. I currently forget which one it is. It's the very first scenario in the list, really. So that's what we got to do. So it looks like 2x4 is a flip card for a weapon. So treat this card as a barricade that blocks the door it is placed against. When an investigator picks up this card or moves this card away from the door, it blocks. Flip this card. Okay, so you can use it as a weapon, or as an action you can brace the door, flip this card and place it against the door in your space. You can use it as a barricade. We do have a spell, Feed the Mind. Spells, if you guys are unfamiliar with this, are unique. You'll shuffle up this stack of 5 cards. You'll draw one of them. You'll keep it face down until you perform the ability on it. Feed the Mind is as an action. You or another investigator within range becomes focused. Then we flip this card. Magic in Call of Cthulhu is, how do we say it? Less than nice. You're asking the Elder Gods to grant you power, which, by the way, we never want to see the Elder Gods because, oh God. You're asking them for power, and sometimes they ask for payment back. So this one in particular is your own memories flash before your eyes. You will make a lore test needing 2 successes. If you pass, you realize that one of your memories is relevant to the case and gain a clue. If you fail, you linger on the worst events in your life and suffer a face-down horror. Then discard this card and gain another copy of it. So,
The lore's not too bad for me. I got 5 dice for that one.
well, sounds like you're taking that, because as a millionaire, I'm 2.
Well, it's like
I'll take the 2x4. What do we got here? We got a magnifying glass.
additional observation.
I've got an observation of 3.
I got a 4.
So that would be pretty cool for me then. Alright, holy water. Discard 1 horror, become focused, then discard this card. Meh.
Well, this one should go to me since I have spells.
Yep. So take the candles. And I don't care. You want this? Take that.
Sure.
So it's more ways to get focused. Alright, so now that we've got that, we'll continue setup. Assuming this doesn't falter on camera. Oh, there we go. So you got a nice, cute little quote from H.P. Lovecraft. We shall see that at which dogs howl in the dark, and that at which cats prick up their ears after midnight. From H.P. Lovecraft's From Beyond. Alright, it has shuffled up everything that we have. We are currently just playing with the base box set, so we begin. There's a beautiful little opening thing for us to listen to.
You slump into your office chair after another long day of interviews. You've been investigating the disappearances surrounding a wealthy neighborhood for 2 weeks, but you have nothing to show for it. The telephone rings. You answer and hear the panicked voice of an older man.
Is this the investigator who visited the Vanderbilt estate?
You flip through the files on your desk. William Vanderbilt, a wealthy bachelor, mother recently deceased. He has refused to meet with you, but you were able to speak to several members of his serving staff.
This is Eugene, Mr. Vanderbilt's butler. I didn't know who else to call. The police think I'm crazy. I'm
Well, there's a problem right there. If there's a giant tentacle
Finally,
palm tree.
a lead. You hang up the phone, throw on your coat, and leave for the Vanderbilt estate.
So there we go. There is our basic premise for this case. Looks like we are going to the Vanderbilt estate to find out what the bloody hell has been going on. So we'll hit continue, and we'll see what happens. Ooh, this is a different opening. Your car rattles up the uneven drive, pulling to a stop in front of the estate. Several cars and carriages are parked along the drive. However, the butler who contacted you is nowhere to be seen. You knock on the large oak door to no response. Fearing something has happened, you try the handle, and a door swings open into a lavish entryway. Place entry hall and bathroom tiles and walls as indicated. All right, so we've got small tiles here. We're going to quick. So we're looking for what? Entry hall?
Yep.
There's the entry hall. And the other one is bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay. Bathroom. So that one and that one. It looks like we need to put a wall thingy here. So that covers up the board there. Let's see, make sure you guys can see what we're doing. Oh, and there's a thingy over here too. So we push us, we push us. We put us into that space there. You step into the warmth of the house. A strange stillness hangs in the air, and your footsteps echo through the quiet entrance. Place your investigator figures as indicated. So we're going to place our guys right there as it's telling to us to on the computer. On the left wall of the entry hall sits a table with a small pile of papers. Place a search token right there. So we get a search token there. A mysterious painting of a nightmare landscape dominates the right wall of the entry. Place a search token there. The silence is broken by muffled shouts and sounds of crashing pots and pans coming from the door on your right. Place an explore token here. You notice a bookshelf. A shelf stacked with books and other objects nearby. Pushing in front of the door could prevent something or someone or something from coming through. Place a barricade as indicated. The hall continues deeper into the mansion. Place a site token as indicated. An investigator in the hall corner may reveal the adjacent area. In hall corner 3 may reveal this adjacent area. 3 other doors lead into the mansion. Place explore tokens here, here, and here. We begin with the investigators phase. Oops, bring you back out. So there you go. That's kind of a little interesting way that it interacts with the map. The map and the app all kind of work together. We'll have some wonderfully annoying ambient sounds, which we're going to turn down just a little bit, so that you can hear us talking and they're not too, I don't know, creepy and stuff. So either one of us may go first. Again, a movement action allows you to move 2 spaces. As soon as you get here, you would activate this, and we can see that way. An action can be used to probably search those. An action can be used to kick open doors. So whatever you would like to do.
I want to search and look at that.
All right, so make sure you guys can see this for at least the first time. So we're going to zoom in here. So she wants to search this one, so we're going to click on that one. And it says a disheveled pile of papers sits on a table. You can either cancel or spend an action to search. So I'm going to search. I'm going to search. The papers stacked on the table are invitations marked with today's date. The stars have come around to their positions in the cycle of eternity. The Vanderbilt Astronomy Association cordially invites you to a celebratory evening. Gain 1 clue, then we discard this search token. That's pretty simple. are flopping all over the place. Ah, wrong way. Early in the morning, can't figure out a zoom. So what else would you like to do?
So how many actions do you get?
2 actions a turn.
And it costs to move?
It costs 1 action to create a movement.
Okay.
And movement will move up to 2 spaces, and you can't necessarily see them. You guys can kind of see them on the map here.
They're very...
That is very light white lines.
I don't know. So on some of the other ones, they're darker because the room's darker.
So like here on this map tile, you can see this white line. This is 1 space. This is another. Well, we heard a noise coming from that room. I'm gonna guess that's probably our butler, or worse.
Yeah.
You could always make one of us focused and see what happens to you.
Yeah, why not? I will make you focused.
I gain focus. All right.
A rush of words, sensations, and thoughts fill you. So it's showing lower, and I believe that just means I need 3.
You need 3 hits.
Luckily, I'm lore. I am very lore.
You are not very lore.
I guess not.
So on your dice, there are 3 symbols. I guess blank we can consider 1 symbol. There is a clue icon, and then there is an elder sign. The elder signs are the actual hits. The clues, you can spend clue tokens to make successes. In this case, she got 1 hit, 1 clue, and 3 failures. What happens if you fail?
If you fail, you struggle to tell your own thoughts from the thoughts of those around you. Flip 1 horror face up. Then discard this card and gain another Feed the Mind spell.
So damage comes in 2 types. And this is important. As you guys have watched us, we are really good at failing at games. It comes in 2 types. It comes in red and blue. Red is physical. Blue is mental. Pretty much like every other game we've been playing. Like a lot of the Shadows games. Unless it states otherwise, you flip this card, or this card comes to you face down. This one in particular said, face up.
Yep.
Panic! Scrambling backward, you fall over and hurt yourself. The pain brings you back into focus. Suffer 1 additional face down damage. So she's going to start with 1 mental damage face up and 1 physical damage face down. If you ever hit your cap, I believe physical for you is what?
5.
What's your mental?
9.
So if she ever hits 9 blue or 5 red, she'll either become wounded or insane. That'll change a little bit how she plays. And, yeah. Well, that was fun. I appreciate you making me focus. You didn't have to go crazy doing it. But hey.
I'm used to it.
Hey.
It happens once a week.
It happens once a week.
Maybe twice, depending on what I'm reading.
Well, that's fun and all, but I would like to see what's at that painting is intriguing. So I'm going to spend 1 to go there, and then I'm going to move, and I'm going to click on this painting. And it is a painting of a landscape under the night sky overlooking the lavish entryway. Shadowy figures can be seen amidst the landscape. However, something in the stars catches my interest. I get to make a lore test. It is just tell it how many successes I make. I roll 2 dice. I will spend my clue token to make that a success. So I have 2.
That's not a bad one.
You identify several of the specks of light in the sky as planets. They are all occupying the same section of the sky, as if coming into alignment, not unlike the planets in the sky tonight. Beneath the painting, a plaque reads, "In memory of Lilith Vanderbilt." Gain 2 clue tokens, then discard this card. That is pretty awesome.
Well, that wasn't cool.
That wasn't so painful. All right. So that is the end of our turn.
Especially when you struggle with lore.
Yes. That is the end of our turn, because we've both taken 2 actions. So we then go... I don't know if you guys can see this real clearly, but we then go over here, we click on this arrow, we end the investigation phase, we then go to the mythos phase. The world lengthens and stretches away, then snaps back into shape. The mythos event affects the investigators with the most spells.
Oh, of course.
As you turn your head, you feel the world shifting at uneven speeds. Parallax, revealing unknown truths about the nature of the universe. Gain the Flesh Ward spell.
Ooh.
Then suffer 2 horror. Lore negates. So this is a new one. Let me get you your spell.
More spells! More spells!
So she learns a new spell, the Flesh Ward, which looks like, as an action, you or another investigator within range may discard 1 damage, then flip this card. So now this says, suffer 2 horror, lore negates. So you're going to roll whatever your lore is, your book value.
5.
Every hit you get takes away 1 point of damage. You may spend clue tokens on this.
I'll spend my...
There you go, you take no horror damage. That's it. We now go to the investigator phase. Once again, we may choose who goes. If for some reason you would like me to continue moving on, I'm going to guess that's where our butler is, so we should probably go in there. You want me to go in, come back and crack the door?
Sure.
Alright, I'll spend my 1 action to move, then I'll spend 1 to go here. A ruckus can be heard on the other side of this door. Shouting, the crash of pots and pans. And is that hissing? We can choose to explore. Sadly, I do. The door swings open to reveal a dining room in chaos. An aging man in a tailcoat scrambles through a serving window into the kitchen as he tries to escape a strange black creature writhing on the dining room table. Discard this explore token and place the dining room, which happens to be the top tile in my stack.
Well, that's at least good. You don't have to find it.
Convenient.
You don't have to waste too much time.
And now our map has gotten bigger.
At least it all fits like nicely together.
Right?
Unlike some
Oh
other
crap.
games.
The creature turns to face you. Its black, serpentine body shifts and changes, playing tricks on your eyes as you try to focus on it. The creature unfurls its leathery wings and unleashes a blood-curdling screech. Spawn a hunting horror.
As it falls over.
So, you got one of these pretty little guys. Wonderful. And then suffer 2 horror. I can use my willpower to negate this. I will at least negate one of those.
Yeah.
And I will only take 1 horror. This comes to me face down. Excuse me.
Look like all other games. I'm already accumulating a lot of cards.
Right? In the center of the dining table, a carving knife sits embedded in the roast. Place the knife, common item, as indicated. An investigator can pick this knife up as part of the trade action. So I just gotta find this. Hey, look, knife.
Well, that was difficult.
A china cabinet stands against the wall, though it looks to have been repurposed to store all manner of knickknacks. Place a search token as indicated.
I like searching for things.
In here, you can see a kitchen through the serving window. Most of the cabinets are ajar due to the food preparation. But one that has been locked shut with a chain catches your attention. Place a search token there. A search token in the next room. In the kitchen, you can also see that someone has left the refrigerator open. Water leaks into a puddle on the floor. Place a search token there. Hey!
We found the butler.
I think there must be a specific token for him.
That would make sense. You'd think.
Yep, Eugene Clemens. You spot the old man you saw climbing through the serving window, hiding in the corner behind the oven. Sweat beads off his brow, and his eyes bulge in terror. Place a person token as indicated. This is Eugene, the butler. You may move 1 space into the explored area. Well, alright, I'll do it.
You at least have a weapon.
I'm out of actions. Your play.
And you can move 2
You
spaces.
can. Let's see. Hold on. Moving past monsters. There may be a thing about moving past monsters.
It's like, this is what I'd like to do if I'm able to.
Yep.
Because the spells that I have right now don't actually deal damage.
We are going to quick look this rule up, and we'll be right back. All right, we were looking some stuff up, and I think what I'm looking for is the evade rules. So as you can see, I've brought some stuff up here, and I'll kind of go back through and what I've done. So there are a couple of drawer tokens here that we can use. There's one we can kind of figure out what the current objective is. There is one if there's any unique items we can play with. And the one we care about is the one with, of course, the tentacles on, which is the monster drawer. And she has to make an evade check if she wants to continue moving. So we're going to click evade. Confirm the resolve and evade check. The creature snaps out of hooked claw towards you as you flee. Make an agility 2. If you pass, you evade the attack and continue on. If you fail, the only way to dodge is to drop to the floor, suffer 2 damage, unless you forfeit your action. So you can spend clue tokens to make those successes. Alright. We're good there.
I spend my 2.
So we can close that drawer, and you're good. You can move on. So that's one action.
And then I'm going to pick up the knife.
Make a trade action to pick up the knife. Alright, it's yours.
It's a bladed weapon. I'm guessing this means it does
The base,
damage?
sometimes it'll ask for the card's base damage, and that is the number listed on that. So yeah, it will do 1 damage base, but and it's all going to be based on the card when it happens.
It can cut many things, including monsters.
Good.
That is its flavor text.
And the investigator phase, of course. And we go to the mythos phase. There's an evil presence here. Duh, it's right there. Perhaps quite near. Maybe just behind you where no one will see it strike. No immediate effect. So just kind of creepy and disturbing.
No
and...
immediate effect.
Exactly.
Means it'll come and bite us in the butt later.
Well, and one thing I've known, because I have played this game with some other friends, and one thing I have found out that there is a unknown inbuilt timer to these games. You only have so many turns before the game starts saying, stop dicking around, or we'll just murder you where you are. So we have to keep that in mind. The hunting horror moves 3 spaces towards the investigator within range with the highest health. Then it attacks that investigator. Well, I have the highest health, and it's within range of me.
Without moving.
So it's going to attack me. The monster attacks. The creature circles up into the air above you, then drops heavy stone down upon your head. Suffer 3 face-down damage. Strength +1 negates. And here's where you're allowed to break the die limit, because I have a strength of 4. +1 only puts me to 5, but I could be at 5 and go above that. There's just 5 dice that provided. I don't think this is a limited resource.
Okay.
If I suffer 1 or more damage, I vomit and my vision goes white and becomes stunned. What do I do? I suffer 3, so I spend a clue token to turn that to 3 because I'm not vomiting and going blind.
Not becoming stunned.
Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror rating. The horror rating, I believe, is the blue number on the front. So on each one of these guys, there is a green, a blue, and sometimes there's a red number for the old version of this game. So we both get to do this.
Okay.
We each go one at a time. We choose who takes the horror check first.
I'll do it first.
All right, Agatha. The creature vomits out a fleshy pink pulp that you fear might have once been a person. Suffer 3 horror using your willpower to negate.
I got 4 willpower.
Looks like you take 1.
Swap that, and then it just goes under this.
It just adds to that pile. What was your other card? The face-up one?
Oh, then flip this face down.
So there you go. And I also take a horror. The creature begins to clean itself. though clean is a generous term. It runs its claws over itself, scraping off chunks of dried blood and blistered flesh. Suffer 2 horror. Willpower -1 negates.
So since this was my top card, the one that I knew, does this go on top or below?
I have not seen any limits. You make a pile of them. So I think you should probably be shuffling them up at all times, but if you happen to know that this is going to be a flip it for no effect, you can, I have to flip a face up horror.
Okay.
Oh, I flipped. No effect.
I didn't know
Flipped it
if,
back down.
like, when you get the new ones, you're supposed to put it on top or not.
Well, I suffered 2 horror. And because I was grossed out, I also become dazed. Dazed, I cannot spend clue tokens to convert dice results or perform additional puzzle steps. At the end of my turn, discard this card.
Ooh.
Hooray!
Well, hopefully you don't have to do puzzles anytime soon.
I hope so too. That is the end of our turn. So we're going to hit the end of the Mythos phase. We'll confirm that. We're going to go to the investigation phase, and we'll come back tomorrow or next time to see what happens on our investigation phase. Thanks for coming and checking this out. This is going to be some of our October play. This may be additional content along with all of our other stuff, or this just may go in a regular day or weekly slot. We haven't really decided on where we're going to put this yet. So stay tuned to the channel and keep tabs on this. Post in comments when you find out, once you see this video and see what it is. Hope you guys are enjoying this. If you like this, please or if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. If you like the content, give it a thumbs up and help us out. And if you got any comments, questions, criticisms, put it in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.